After a long day at work or school, you just feel tired and can't wait to take that controller and start playing some video games for the rest of the evening. Congratulations, you have reached level 350. How long does that satisfaction last? I guess not very long. What drags you into it and how can you get out of it? What are you escaping from in life? Because deep down you know it yourself. I used to be there, playing video games and watching TV or Netflix all day long. Does this apply to you as well? Then this video will give you a guide how to turn your personal life into a video game.
Forget about these video games and come back to reality and switch your mind in order to realize where you are currently, what you are doing currently, and how to apply the things you do in these video games in your personal life. I have split up today's video into 4 different aspects. Objective. In video games, the clarity is very clear there. You know, you start at level 1 with a character who doesn't have anything, and then you solve, cases, or also you reach these targets. For example, with a sword, if you want that sword, you need to level up until you reach level 10. So what do? You try to kill as many opponents as possible and get these points, I guess, and then you level up until you reach level 10, and afterwards it keeps going like that until you get the best sword, but probably there is never a best sword, so you level up your game character all the time. So the objective is very clear there. What about your personal life? The objectives are hidden, I guess. Not very clear, definitely. You need to find your own path, your own way, and find the solutions by yourself. And then there are people who say around you, you need to find a good paying job, you need to find a good wife or a husband, and then as well build a nice house, settle down with it, and that's how you have an amazing life in that aspect. And that's what people say. If you think outside there, you're living on this planet, you have family, friends, socialize, you have a job, you work, everything there, but the objective is still missing in there. What is the major difference? There are so many options out there where you can choose from in your personal life, while in your video games you can just choose one character and go for it, and then you just level it up in that way. If we go a step further, difficulty. If you think very broad about it, you're just playing with some plastic and staring at that screen for an hour, for 2 hours, for 5, 6, even 12 hours, and then you just play and are just fully focused in there. And in video games, for example, in Sims, you see how you can get a master chef within 15-20 minutes. The time consuming thing there is way lower compared to your personal life, where you need to invest a lifetime in order to get a master chef. So if we apply different things in your personal life, you need to sacrifice friends, family, time in order to get that master chef, while in video games it happens within minutes or hours. The same applies to your body in real life. You need to hit the gym or do at least exercises in what aspects you want to, but you need to look after your health, your nutrition. You need to have progressive overload, and it doesn't take you 1 week or 2 weeks. It takes you months and years in order to get a jacked and nice body, while in your video games you can just think okay, I choose my avatar here, he can be very jacked and muscular, and then that's it. The risk aspect in video games, or we go first to your personal life. So if you apply a shooting game, I guess, into your real life, we take the example of a war. If you get killed, your life is over. There, right there. But in video games, you have the advantage or the option that you get killed, and then afterwards you could just start at the last check-in point, I guess, and then try to level up your character from that point. But in real life, one false decision can have a major impact on it. So what does that mean? You can take much more risks in there. Maybe you apply a move you would do in your video games, but not in real life, because it would have a bigger impact on your personal life. So that is the risk part of this. And we come to the last point, which is rewards. Hitting these plastics and staring at that screen will give you dopamine hits. I will link a video up there about my dopamine break, but that's what happens to you. You get instant gratification from playing video games, and it is not very long lasting. While in real life, you need to be a good father, a good mother, you are having a job where you want to get successful, you want to have children, see them growing up, be a good parent there, you need money in order to live, you have much more different things, and also the satisfaction is long living and also deeper, I guess, there. So in general, in real life, it is not like dopamine hits, it's more like you want to be the best version of yourself and try to get that best version of yourself in order to reach your full potential and make this world also a better one. So, objectives, difficulty, risks, and rewards. 4 major things. If we go back to the first point, objectives, in your real life, you need to have clear objectives. What does that mean? You need to have kind of a roadmap, kind of a vision where you want to see yourself in the next 10 years, maybe up to some point. Write these things down. Write them down in order to really settle them down in your brain and reflect on them when you see it. Maybe also on your wall where you walk always into your room, and then you can see it, or on your door frame, you can see it always what the objectives are. One thing you need to definitely do there is to get emotionally detached of these objectives. If we go this next step further, difficulty, where in video games you get you can collect these coins or points from every kill, for example, and if you apply that in your real life, you need to think, okay, how can I make something I want to achieve, a passion where I want to work on, less difficult? Reading, for example. If you set your goal to read more, how do you do it? You say to yourself, okay, I want to read 100 pages in a week. 100 pages seems much, way too much. So how do you count it down or make it less difficult? For a start, just make 1 page every single day. And as you level up your character with a better sword, you just do it for a week, 1 page every single day. The second week you do 2 pages every single day. The third day 3, the fourth 4, and you understand how the cycle goes in there. And that's how you break down your big, large, difficult goals into small steps, which help you much better in real life. Let me know in the comment sections down below what bothers you at the moment the most, and where you are trying to like level up your own personal character. And if we go the next step further with the risk part, I changed that word risk into resistance. You know it, you want to start something, vision something in your head, but never take that first step in your life to apply or even work one step further in order to reach that goal. You need to ask yourself, for example, if you jump out of an airplane, you will die except you have parachute or anything like that on your back. But think of every action you take in your life if you would die from it. In today's world and society, we are so much fixed in our heads that we are doing something which is regarded as a no-go in society. But does it kill you? Are you living for these other people? No. Reach and work towards your targets you set yourself, and keep your resistance low, and think always, okay, will I die from this action? If it's a no, then you have no excuse to not start it. Reward systems. In real life, it looks like that. Or that's the target or the objectives I have set myself, that I want to reach a level where I'm calm and peaceful and like understand how my emotions and my brain work. And that is the whole journey and that process of it. While in video games, you don't have really like a reward except these dopamine hits. You reach that next level in that game, but not really in real life. So try to get out there, try to do reward systems as well in your personal life. For example, I have my cheat meals on Saturday evenings where I find it okay if I have that pizza or that burger, while I stick to my plan and stick to my fitness journey during the week and really focus that I eat as healthy as possible. And that's what you need to do as well. Find some reward systems in your personal life in order to reach these targets, what you do in video games as well. Last but not least, look at yourself from a third perspective. Imagine like that you're standing next to yourself and like following all your actions, and think about it objectively. Take your time there and really like look at the actions you have taken and try to get out of your head, especially detach yourself from these emotions, and then try to set these clear objectives and clear targets and work towards that goal. I applied these things in my personal life. I don't play any video games anymore, but that doesn't mean that you have to fully stop. Keep it in balance. Set yourself some clear objectives, a clear vision in your personal life, and work towards it. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you're currently overthinking your life, check out my next video, which I will link up here, and I will see you guys